I feel sometimes almost low-key guilty.
What?
Yeah.
Look at some things like, don't you guys realize it's not going to work?
Hey guys, what's up? So recently I had the opportunity to talk to Cedric, who is half black, half Korean, and Becky, who's half white, half Korean. Both of them met in South Korea, and I was really interested in getting to know about their relationship. What is it like? There were so many things that I wasn't able to include in this interview because the video became too long. So in case if you have further questions, I'll put their social media, their YouTube channels in the description box below. So if you have further questions, you can directly ask them. Anyways, without further ado, let's go and let's meet them. Let's go. Hey guys, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate that. Before we start this interview, would you just briefly introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Cedric Stout. I'm from the United States, and I'm half black, half Korean, living in Seoul, South Korea. And I've been here for the last 2 years.
Okay,
Awesome.
hi, my name is Becky, half Korean from the States. I've been living in Korea for 7 years now. And I work in the entertainment and music industry, and I have a YouTube channel called Hafie Project where we talk about the mixed race experience.
Are there rude questions that people sometimes ask without even for them, they're genuinely they're interested to know, but then for you, it could be why would they ask us this question? Are there questions like that?
I mean, sometimes, yeah, people ask out of ignorance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're pretty open to that. Look at some things like, don't you guys realize it's not going to work because our races are different, like white and black. That's honestly the most contentious part, I think, that people point out a lot, oh, she's Korean, she's not going to go for you.
And it's probably because I'm the black one, right? And so I think it's because of the fact that I'm half black that we get those sort of comments.
Cedric, for you, because as you mentioned, because most of the time those questions are because you're black, and that's something people kind of question more. So does it make you feel sometimes I don't know, pressured, or I don't know, feel bad,
Yeah, that's a good question because I haven't actually really thought about it. But yes, now that you ask me that, I realize I do think about that from from my end. I feel sometimes almost low-key guilty.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel guilty, but those thoughts hit my head oh, why am I not dating a black girl or something like that?
Yeah.
Is this your first time dating somebody who is biracial or Hafie?
I honestly only ever was in official relationship with one person in my life, and he was a Korean guy. It was a 5-year relationship, and so I actually learned how to navigate a relationship in the Korean relationship context. I never dated someone from the States. I never dated anyone who's biracial. I never dated a black guy. I just, that was all I knew.
And I've dated different ethnicities and races, including Korean, but they were all full. Full whatever they were. So this would be my first time dating someone multi or biracial.
And I never even thought I would date someone mixed. It just didn't even cross my mind. I don't know.
Whenever I talk to people, doesn't matter where they are from, always they say, oh, relationships are always you have small arguments, big arguments, men are different, women are different. But still, I wonder, in your case, Becky, dating somebody who was Korean, and then dating somebody who's half Korean and from another, what are the big differences that you see as when you think of a relationship?
Some things that were significantly different was how I handled conflict, and I'm still figuring it out because with my previous relationship, he was so oppa style, right? Oppa, and then I am the 동생 and the girl, and so I could be upset. I could oh, I can't believe, whatever. And he would always come at it in a perspective of calm down, take care of you, I'm the oppa. So he actually was rarely ever mad at me on a, it sounds bad. It wasn't, it's kind of in the culture, but it wasn't an even level. He was the but this dynamic distinctly existed. So, but Cedric looks at me as an equal, you know, and this was something I didn't realize. One, I needed, you know, and it's actually a very healthy thing in a relationship. But it caused me to. I'm trying to figure out how to speak and react differently, because you know, like if like a little dog is yelling at you, you'll be like, okay, calm down, little dog. But when
Right.
it's, you know, an equal human, you know, the meaning and impact of your words carries more meaning, and so you have to be more like, is more conversational based. Yeah, so that was a big difference.
But like Becky, like for you, because you know, like as you said, like you were in a relationship like for 5 years, you know, it could actually spoil you a little bit because you know, like, oh, this guy always right? And I know like Korean uppas, I know exactly how Korean uppas, they spoil their girlfriends. Like, you know, they would pay everything, they would like as you mentioned. Now, as you said, like, oh, you know, Cedric, he especially from the US, and you know, he sees you like, oh, you are now very low or high, but you know, same equal partner. Do you sometimes feel like, ah, man, like why wouldn't you do this or something? Like, are there things, because you know, it could happen, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
there
Oh,
are.
totally. I think I also like Korean mindset for a man is like, especially after he went into the military, is very like, you know, I have to take responsibility. You know, 책임져야 돼. Like I'm a responsible guy. I'm a man. You know, and so I don't have to show my emotions. I don't have to react with emotion, right? So I wouldn't say he was like a sensitive guy. Just kept it inside really well. And so Cedric is very different in that regard, as in he's very open with his emotions. And it really caught me off guard.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I cried so many times.
He's cried more than me. Yeah. So it just
I mean, not a whole lot, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. So he wears his emotions on his sleeves, you know, and that was something I wasn't used to.
What about you, Cedric? Like, you know, you in your case, like, you know, you've dated girls, like you said, who are not half. What is different with Becky? Like, you know, because you guys share many things similar, but I think there could be things that could be like really, really different.
Right. Well, I think Becky is someone who is very much aware of both cultures, like both sides, and so it's almost like a 2-in-1 package. You know what I mean? Like seriously, because it's really cool. Because I grew up with a lot of Korean culture influence, mainly from my mom, from whatever I saw on the TV or the internet, and my Korean American friends around me, and so you know, I felt like I was pretty well, like I had a good balance of Korean culture from the American perspective. And so when I met her, I felt like she was a good balance of both. And so it makes it for me extremely easy to relate to her, to understand her. And so, you know, I like the fact that we could talk about Korean culture stuff, we could talk about American stuff, and we totally understand each other. So that's been very unique.
Just a quick tack onto that, saying like, I appreciate you being mixed because you understand both sides. When he says that, it has a very different meaning than say how my ex used to say it, because in this regard, it doesn't feel like a fetish. Yeah, because when I hear it from white guys, oh wow, like you know both Korean and white side. It's like you're exotic but not weird. And it was the same thing with my ex. Like I love how you are understand Korean, but you're not too Korean, you know? And so for me, it was kind of like, oh, all right, I guess you don't appreciate both sides fully. But in his case, it's like, oh, I love that you understand both Korean culture, American culture. We relate on both sides. That has a very different meaning now.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Arigato gozaimashita.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
Thanks, Sharon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today, and personally, you know, it was really surprising when Becky and Cedric mentioned that often people say that your relationship is not gonna work, and I think like they do say those things because they don't know Cedric and Becky, and for me personally, because I know them, they are, you know, they're super amazing. You won't believe, like, they're kind of people that you want to hang out with because you get so much of this positive vibe from them. That is amazing. And I really hope, like, every one of us, like, before passing our conclusion or our judgment, you know, it would be nice if we at least take a little time to get to know people before we judge or make any conclusion. And I think it's going to be very helpful for a very healthy society. But let me know what you guys think about it. Please do let me know your comments in the comment section below. And please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, smile. Peace.